Hi, welcome to another edition of Business Bites here from Bauer Media, Northern Ireland. My name is David Tighe, the Managing Director of Bauer Media in Northern Ireland. And each week I catch up with a guest from the business world. This week it's my absolute pleasure to welcome Maurece Hutchinson. She's the Managing Director of JMK Solicitors. Maurece, welcome to Business Bites.
Hi, David. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm delighted to be here.
Well, it's our pleasure, and we have 10 minutes, so let's get straight into the conversation. JMK Solicitors, what are they all about? Where are they, and what do you guys do? Tell us a little bit about the business.
Yeah, so JMK Solicitors are a personal injury specialist and road traffic accident specialist solicitors practice. So we were formed 18 years ago this year by our founder, Jonathan McKeown. So we have offices in Belfast and Newry. So our focus, as I said, is personal injury claims. So it kind of makes us unique in Northern Ireland legal practice in that we only focus on one type of work. So we're not like a general high street practice. And we've been the number one PI practice in Northern Ireland for the last 7 years consecutively.
Okay, well that is unique, and from the website I can see you've got a lot of big team working there. So hopefully the business is going from strength to strength.
Yeah, so we've got 80 staff, and we were lucky that even during the pandemic, we've been undergoing recruitment. So we've taken on 6 new people since the start of the year, actually. So we are fortunate in that position that we've been able to keep growing even in a time of certainly uncertainty that we've had over the last 12 months.
So talking of the last 12 months, most businesses and most business people that we've spoken to have had to pivot or change or adjust in the last 12 months. Can you think of anything that would be interesting to comment about how your business has changed and what things you've moved forward in the last 12 months for the better?
Well, I think from our perspective, we were really lucky because we'd invested very heavily in technology over a number of years. Probably 10 years ago, we went paperless, which is again very unusual in legal practice because we're renowned for being drowning in files. So we've also got our own bespoke case management system. So it meant that whenever Bauer came out and made the announcements, we were able to flip straight away to remote working. So that meant that we could focus on our staff's well-being and their safety, and also our service to our clients remained seamless because we were able to access all their files from home. So we were lucky in that regard. Other things in terms of ourselves is that we didn't want to be impacted in the sense of our plan for our business. So we had wanted in 2020 to launch our first ever TV ad campaign. So we went ahead and made and released a TV advertisement in the summer of 2020, which really was against all odds when you think about the restrictions that were in place at that time. So I think from that perspective, we just learned to keep going. One of our core values in work is embracing innovation, and I think that's what we did. We just kept thinking, how can we do things differently? The courts closed for 6 months. Obviously, there was a reduction in volume of work. So we really had to just knuckle down, work on how we were going to support our staff, their well-being, and how we were going to support clients. So that was really what we did.
You've also been at the forefront of and what's been a real hot potato recently, which is talk of the 4-day week. Tell us, 4-day working week. Tell us about your involvement in that and where all that's going, because that's really on people's minds at the minute. There's a lot of discussion about it, isn't there?
Yeah, I think as far as I know, we were the first employer in Northern Ireland to embrace the 4-day work week, and we did that in January 2020. And for us, it all started 3-4 years ago when we went to Lanzarote for the month of February, just to prove that we could do it, and also that the team had to show that they could find the efficiencies in the business to meet half the costs of traveling to Lanzarote. And once we did that, we realized that when the team are motivated, they can be productive, they can find ways to do jobs better, more efficiently. And that was really the catalyst for us to look at the 4-day week, because I think it's accepted that in the UK that businesses are really only productive sort of half of the working day, sort of 3 to 4 hours a day. and all you needed to do was find an extra hour of productivity a day to get a day off. I think that there's been a lot of misconceptions around the 4-day week where people believe that it's compressed hours, so you're doing 40 hours in 4 days. We have gone to a 30-hour week with no reduction in pay. So everyone who was already working 4 days got a 20% pay rise, and anyone who was working a 5-day week is now working a 4-day week, and that has been incredibly successful for us. Obviously, recommending it to other employers, there's things that you need to do. You need to find the efficiencies in your business, and you need to set out what your KPIs are. So there's certain key performance indicators that can't slip for us, such as the turnover of our cases and also our client satisfaction levels. So we have a recommendation rate of 99%. So 99% of our clients would recommend us to a friend or family member. So that has to be maintained in order for it to be a success. And we're happy to say that 18 months down the line, that has been the case.
Well, no wonder you've got 80 people working for you. I'm sure they'll be queuing up for land. Do you do Lanzarote every year?
Well, that's one of the future plans. Is we do want to go back and do a winter sun project because it was such a success, and it actually was one of the best months that we had in terms of turnover in the business. So, yeah, we're planning it. We did plan to do it last year, but needless to say, that had to be shelved. So we're hoping 2022 we'll be doing it again.
Well, it sounds really progressive. It's really interesting to hear that you are, ahead of the game there. Just because of time, let's just move on to a slightly different subject. So outside of the day-to-day work, I know that you have been working on something that has enormous importance, a consultation on the protection of children. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so for about 5 years, I have been lobbying the Department of Justice to take interest in a really serious issue, which is insurance companies settling children's claims without legal representation and without court approval of their settlements. So I was, after many years of research and discussions, I have managed to secure not only a recommendation by the Lord Justice Gillen in the Civil Justice Review, but also in the Department of Justice have brought out a consultation which is closing on the 24th of September, which is looking at how the courts can protect children's compensation claims so that they will have access to their money when they reach 18, and the courts will protect those funds for the children's future. So I really would encourage anyone to look at that consultation. It's live now on the DOJ website, and take part in it because it's really an important issue, and obviously, children do need our protection.
And what do you think, if it goes the way that you hope, what will be the main benefits? What will be the big wins from the situation?
Well, I think it's just that parents are probably unaware of the fact that they have a responsibility to keep that compensation for children. It also means that when children are receiving compensation after they've been injured in an accident, that they're getting the right amount of money, and that they will have access to that money whenever they reach the age of 18 and are in a position to know what to do with it. I mean, it's just very easy for the wrong amount of money to be awarded, or the children not to receive proper medical evidence to find out what their long-term consequences of an injury are, and then also that the money can quite easily just not be available to them whenever they're 18. So it could be used in other things, which are not for the child's benefit. So I do think that would be, that would be the primary aim of this consultation, is to inform and protect. And really, I think that it's such an important issue because rights are so easily eroded, and I just can't see how it's not something that would be for the benefit of everyone.
Well, Maurece, it's fascinating work, and it's been great talking with you today. We could have spoken for a lot longer, but unfortunately time is against us. I'm sure we'll pick it up again. Maurece Hutchinson from JMK Solicitors, thank you for being our guest this week on Business Bites.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.